Kangaroos everywhere in the mornings. My name's Namila Benson. I'm a Yawuru woman from Broome, also a Bunaba woman from Fitzroy, and I am a dancer with Bangarra. I'm so excited taking Sansong back on country. I feel like it's important because that's where it belongs, you know. I've been looking forward to this trip, personally just for me to be able to go back home, to connect to family, connect to my country. Now that we're so close, I'm super nervous. I'm also super excited.
The logistics of putting on a performance in not a conventional theatre space can be quite challenging. Bangarra doesn't travel very lightly. We have 2 trucks that we've brought up here.
For every production, we have a process that is called our creative and cultural life cycle. It's being inspired by a concept, seeking permission for that concept. The last part of this incredible cycle is returning the story to country and returning it to the people who have entrusted us with that story. I always think that this is the most important part of that process. It's also probably the most nerve-wracking part of it for me because, you know, it belongs to them and you want to know that you've done it justice.
First priority is to get the floor down, the dance floor, which is just so that we know exactly where we can set things up around it, because the dance floor for the dancers is the most important thing. We started at 3 o'clock and we worked right through till midnight.
Sansong is a work inspired by the Walmatjarri and Wonkajunga people from the Great Sandy Desert who were displaced off of country, forced onto stations and paid in rations, and then displaced off of stations, you know, had to start a new life here in the Fitzroy Valley. A dear friend and sister, Miss Lawford, she's worked with us and with myself and with Stephen, the artistic director. It's a long relationship that we've had. So she came to Sydney, said to Stephen, I'm ready to do a Kimberley work for Bangarra. So we were getting ready to do the work and unfortunately, you know, we lost her and that was devastating. We wanted to celebrate her legacy by telling this story. And it did become a tribute to her. She came from a little tiny community called Christmas Creek, but she knew that her role was to be able to get out there and tell stories. She was a trailblazer. She was a cultural mediator through film, comedy, art, through dance, through song. It was her brother Tom Lawford and her sister Eva Naguda that stepped in and said, we want to honour our sister's request to do this story.
We said go for it. Because I know my sister would be proud and happy if you do that on behalf of her and us. It's a good opportunity for these young people too, you know? They can see these young people dancing on stage. Maybe they want to be like them, maybe they want to be there, maybe they want to be like my sister. Maybe they want to join Bangarra. That's a big thing for little Aboriginal kid.
So, you know, growing up in small regional town, there wasn't a lot of options. I've always had that dream of giving back to my community. Hi, I'm Lillian. I'm a Yawuru woman from Broome and also Bunaba from here, and I've been in the company for 5 years. Yeah, I think just seeing them smile and laugh is so special for me. Kangaroo. Because this is what I want to do. I want to eventually travel around to the remote communities, get them involved with dance, because, yeah, dance isn't like a big thing here. So, yeah, just open their eyes up a bit, yeah.
Walk and skip. That's refreshing.
Hey, Auntie, do you want a couple of plates?
Little town like this, one story, travel like wildfire. So the whole town knows that Bangarra is here.
When we had the rehearsals going, there were a lot of kids around. It was great. They were really getting into what we were doing. They were really excited about some of the props we have.
Things are shaping up really well. I love being on this stage, especially with it just being outside. I know it's really hot. We're going to be really sweaty out there, but it's going to be really great.
With this work, we pay respect to our friend and sister, just as our sister carried us so much during her life. Her legacy and her incredible, generous, creative, mischievous spirit lives on, and in turn, we will carry and honour her spirit now and always into the future.
This company wouldn't be what it is today if she wasn't a part of it. I think she changed a lot of lives. When I do this work, especially the end part with her voice, like I feel like she's here with us.
You belong to this earth. You belong to this country. You belong to this country.